Gold Star Media.
All right, welcome to another edition of Inside You on Bill.
Raptor.
And I don't have any crazy duo names this week. No. Welcome to Inside You. I'm Waldorf. Fucking A. Finally. What did I do last week? Was it Woody's Roundup?
Yeah. He throws these obscure ones at me every once in a while, doesn't tell me about it, and then completely catches me off guard.
Yeah. What was the one from Remember the Titans? Oh, I'm Dean Martin. You're Jerry Lewis. Jerry tells the jokes, Dean sings the songs, and gets the girls. You see Remember the Titans?
Yes.
I fucking knew it.
Yes, of course I've seen it.
All right.
Yeah, that's surprising.
I don't know why you're yelling at me.
You were asking me the question, goddammit. If you want me to yell at you, stop talking to me.
Did I just put my headphones on? I didn't.
No, but you normally yell at the guests to shut up before we ever introduce them.
We've only ever had one guest. Well, no, Machiavelli. We've had Machiavelli.
Yeah, we have.
We've had Kate, and well, it's hard to podcast with her while she's on the toilet. So,
Kate, stop shitting.
just crack spackle, seal it shut.
It's a garbage can right there.
I see that.
I can catch the feek.
Hashtag feek. I got like a half bucket of I got 10 pounds of cement left. Quick mix cement. Like she just spackle it up for a spell and peel it right off afterwards.
Oh.
I feel like though it'd be like maybe like coming out the sides.
Yeah,
like
probably.
if she tried to like boof during the show.
Like out the machine. Just punches a hole through the wall. Starts firing out.
Just a giant fart ricochet. Like one of those ones that are like mystical when you really have to go and it ricochets off the back of the porcelain.
Oh.
One of those.
Could back up so bad it starts leaking out the mouth while she's trying to talk.
Oh.
You made it weird, dude.
I feel like I didn't. It was already weird.
The dulcet tones here. Yes, we have a guest. We're going to get to him in 1 second. But do you have any housekeeping, anything from the website or otherwise?
Thank you to the person in Mexico? I don't know.
Fucking A. Sweden first,
Sweden.
Ireland second, and then Mexico.
Yeah.
Olé!
I really want to know who the person from DC is, though.
I hope so. Okay. In DC?
Yeah.
Is Trump.
Probably.
He got lost on the internet at some point.
I keep hearing there's a podcast thing. What's a podcast? You tell. Is it great? Is it the best? Okay, let me listen. What's it called? Inside You. That's probably the best. I'm gonna listen to it. It's not so bad. Melania, will you go get me a Big Mac while I listen to Inside You with Bill the Raptor in my underwear? That has my face on it. That was one of the. So I'm going to talk to our guest for a second. I haven't introduced him yet, but when the podcast first started out, it was called the Bullshit Beacon. You shut up. And
He hates when I mention it.
I hated it because it was just me in the car.
5 minutes talking about the weather.
The weather and Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Right.
Were you in the Beacon parking lot?
And I was in the Walmart parking lot.
Okay.
That would have been apropos, wouldn't it? God damn it. Oh, you're a genius.
Just tell people that's where you were.
Just tell people that's where it was. But no, I did a whole bit that Trump probably wears underwear with his face on it. And his mouth is right on the dick hole.
Look, Melania, I can make it come out of my mouth. Watch. Bleh. It's small, but it's fierce. It's the fiercest. Bigly.
Whatever he says. He's a dumbass.
Huge. Unbelievable girth.
So, yes, thank you. And whoever was in Mexico, Ole and all that. You guys have the best food.
Right?
Is that racist? Is that singling them out?
No.
They have the best. Taco Bell is the best, guys. No, that's racist. I'm so sorry. No, you want to hear racist? Mixed Baby Thursday.
Oh. So, on Thanksgiving.
I texted you that yesterday.
Yeah.
You said, how was your Thanksgiving? I said, I did not get tackled on Mixed Baby Thursday.
Didn't understand it.
I put Black Friday in quotations after I said Mixed Baby Thursday.
Just putting that together now.
Oh man. Well, yeah. So this is going to come out on December the 2nd.
Yes.
Okay. So the December blog is going to be late because I can't. I give up. I give up.
Well, they already know it's late.
Well, I understand. You know, you're allowed to talk, not allowed to action, silent problem. So, no, it's just it's in. I had to start all over again, so it's in progress, but it will be out probably later in the week or the second week of the fucking month that we're in, the Santa Claus month, December. My God, that took me a minute. But are we good? Is that picking us up?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, sweet. But yeah. Oh, also, today's episode is brought to you by Audible. If you want a 30-day free trial and a free audiobook, go to audibletrial.com/insideyou or click on the banner on insideyou.com/podcast at the bottom of the page. Get a 30-day free trial and a free audiobook. Even if you cancel your trial, you can keep the audiobook. And we get paid. So support us. And shit. audibletrial.com/insideyou or insideyoupodcast.com. Go to podhash. Go to podcast. Scroll to the bottom of the page. Click on the Amazon banner, and it'll take you right to it. That's it?
I think so.
All right. So yeah, we have a guest today. Now, how do I describe our guest today?
I don't know. I just met him like a half hour ago.
He's a treat, though. He's a national treasure. He's a local treasure.
Not even.
Lock Haven's finest.
Ugh. Don't ever say that again.
I cringe while saying it. I met our next guest in middle school when I moved up to the cold region, and then I started hanging out with him and some other people who I don't want to talk about on the air because that would be rude of me. Although I saw one of them last night. He's a gentleman and a scholar. But then, so what's that?
He's neither of those.
No, but his father was a cool dude. And then, so we hung out for a while, and then we got a new kid in school, and then they dropped my fat ass like a bad habit, and I was left hanging out with grits.
No one knows.
Grits.
Grits?
I know you know what grit means.
Yes.
Yeah, it's cold speak for scumbag.
Yeah.
Now I hate cold speak.
Yeah, you do.
Hate it. And I'm gonna go down to the store, get a couple, 2 or 3 things. I fucking hate that. Hate it. Hate it.
What you doing then?
Yeah. Oh fuck. Can I get a ride then? Then what? What's after that?
He yells at me when I say vodka,
Are
so
we
now I
going-
have to think about it first.
Do you prefer vodka?
You gonna take me home then? And then what? Are we going to crawl into bed and spoon?
Then.
Fuck, dude, I hate it. But no, and then so we lost touch, and he was popular. He was on the football team and whatnot, and I was fat and doing stuff I shouldn't be doing. So being a grit. And so then with oh god, when did we start hanging out? 19? We were 19, roughly, yeah.
Yeah, that's about
You
right.
were
High school.
you were in Lerv with the twin.
Oh, Lerv.
Lerv, the one you Lerv.
Not a location.
Your betrothed, the one you Lerv.
No, none of those things.
None of those things. You were hanging out with my twin, and then I guess your friendship with her curtailed into a friendship with me, and then we were inseparable. We were holding pinkies. We were like lobsters. You're a lobster, no? You're not a Friends fan, are you?
No.
No. God damn you.
Anti-friend.
Ooh.
You get the fuck out of my house.
It was nice to be on the show. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
But no, and then we I don't know, we started hanging out and chaos ensued, and we may or may not have fucked the same girl, and it's different times. We didn't see each other's wieners.
Okay.
Mine's bigger. And and it was yeah. And then he went and just started doing important things. I got married. We just stopped hanging out. And that's what happens. But it's one of my oldest friends. And it's kind of like when Raptor walked in here this morning. Nate, our guest was already here, so I was like, old school meet new school. It's kind of like meeting of the mind. So no, and last night we were going to do the show last night. Then we were just both exhausted, and I was going to go to bed. But then our guest here texted me, said, "Come down." Got me actually out of the house, which felt good. That was a good time.
So he's, night 2 of what was that thing from Big? Memory, like the corner of my mind. We sing into the phone. Yeah. You seen that movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Long ago.
Okay. He's one of my oldest and dearest friends, and will continue to be a dear friend until I don't know, until the magician
Until
comes.
the Beatus catches me.
Until what now?
Until the Beatus catches one of us.
I was just going to say until the magician comes back, but yours wins.
Okay, that's fair.
Joining us today in the podcast studio is Nathan W. Gates. What's up, dude?
Well, for the record, my middle initial is not W, so I just want that to be.
It's whatever I fucking say it is.
Okay, so my middle initial is W, and like George.
Speak up, please. No, I'm serious. Speak up.
I am speaking up.
Well, then hold it like a cock and own it. For the record, what?
What?
Oh, your middle initial's not.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. But don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.
It's J.
I mean, Phil Stevens had
shit.
10 middle names till we found out his. So
Phil Stevens.
Phil Stevens.
What is his middle name again?
Collins.
Is it Phil Stevens? What is it? I thought it was Steve. No, okay.
Phil Collins Stevens.
No, Phil Stevens is a filmmaker friend of ours. Acquaintance. Yeah. So, introduce yourself to the court.
So I am Nate, and I'm here because Bill asked me to come on, and I'm excited to be here, and should be a really good time.
That's the most melancholy intro ever.
No, really, I fucking hate this guy, so I have no interest in being here whatsoever. It's gonna be a bad time.
Oh, at one point you hated
Super miserable.
Say what?
Super miserable. I'm completely depressed about it. When you kicked me out earlier, like 5 seconds ago, I was excited. I was going to get out of here. Now I'm stuck. Do they know you filmed this in the back of a van? I'm really glad that you told me to get a tetanus shot before I came down here. I re-upped on it, and I'm fucking happy I did, because Jesus Christ. These handcuffs, by the way, are way too small for a normal-sized human being.
Why do you think I don't have any windows in the van? People can't see us
apparent.
spooning. It's all I want to do. I don't want to be intimate. I just want to spoon, and I just want to be the little spoon because, of course,
Called Little Spoon.
it makes me feel safe.
Safe?
I have a stutter. I can't. No, I legit have a stutter. So there's that. How was everybody's thanks the Mixed Baby Thursday? Raptor go.
I was at work.
How'd that go?
Got yelled at. I got yelled at.
Why?
And I got yelled at.
You texted me a very specific story about why you got yelled at.
Well, the first time I got yelled at was because I wasn't able to get over to this lady in the first 30 seconds she was there.
You are a raptor. You have very strong legs. Why did you not get there fast enough?
I was helping someone else.
I don't know why you're talking really low. It's not a secret that you're a raptor. Everybody knows.
Better than dead air chuckling. That's my favorite.
It's either dead air or I start beatboxing, which nobody wants.
No.
I can start crooning like Michael Bublé, which again,
Nobody wants.
no, I'm a good singer. No, you shut up. People might want that.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That or I start singing Moon River.
Oh, please don't.
No, I'm not a big Perry Como. Yes, go.
Oh, so the story that I text you about.
Yes.
So, this dude that I kind of know from the area, his name's Carl. He's kind of a dick. He came in and bought a phone. What?
Carl Weathers?
I don't know.
Chubbs? No. Does that to go over everybody's heads? The one next to me is fucking like silently chuckling, like, how dare you make a Chubbs joke? That alligator took his hand in vain.
These references just get more and more specific until nobody gets them.
Yeah, they
Have
do
you
that.
never heard our show before?
I've left the new few.
Okay, so you get it.
Well, yeah.
That and dick jokes.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's just like life.
That's a lot of
As
dick
you do.
jokes.
Yeah.
Continue.
So they came back like an hour later. I was out
For revenge?
Yes. Oh, it's for revenge.
Coming after you.
So they come back an hour later, and I'm outside having a cigarette. So I go back in, and the other person that was with me, she was talking to them. So like I kind of like walk to the back. I hear them talking something about a phone. So I walk out and I'm standing there, just kind of like staring. So then I walk over to where they are, and she's like, "You owe me money. You overcharged me." And like just flipping out. I can do math.
You can, and that's why we're best friends, because I can't do math at all. I'm horrible at it. Dropped out. Sure did.
She kept telling us it had to be like 10 times that I can do math. She can do math on her little notebook paper.
Wait a second. You didn't tell me she had a math journal.
So
You're holding out.
Yeah, I wasn't giving you the full story.
God damn it.
So all she brought with her was her piece of paper that she had all the math, because she can do math, and the receipt. No phone, nothing.
So she had to prove herself that she could do math.
Yes.
I have a job I special. I could do math.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, I had walked over to them, and she's, you overcharged me. You owe me $7.50 and blah blah blah. There's a sale on the phone. You bought a certain phone, you get the phone half off when you buy a 40-minute airtime card. So that's what they bought. And
prepaid phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sidebar. You know what I've noticed? Since we both work for, well, let me use in quotations, competing retail chains. Because no one really competes with Walmart. Walmart doesn't like legal action.
No.
I hate you so much, Walmart. So I've noticed that the people who come in for contract phones, nice as fuck. Even the how do I? Are you blowing smoke rings? Fucking talent, son. Remember, we're in a van. We can't be claiming in here. And I think somebody just took the tires and would have put us up on blocks. We're not going anywhere. Even the people who come in and try to get contract phones who already have contracts that they haven't paid, and then the contract workers, the OTC people call them out on it. They're like, "Oh, okay, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go over to AT&T, okay?"
Yeah, they do that.
That was Pepe, the prawn from the Muppets, by the way. And they're even nice, but the prepaid phone, like the straight talk customers, are complete twat cunts. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, twats. They get like, so you have such poor credit that you can't get a contract phone. So you want to come in here and act indignant.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you're poor?
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, I'm not passing judgment because I'm poor. But the fact of the matter is, why be a twat about it?
You have a contract phone, though.
I do, but I got grandfathered into it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, my number shows up on caller IDs as Bill Thigpen, but I said it like that. It was my mother-in-law's and Stacy's line, and then they just added me when we started dating. So, yeah, I love you, AT&T. They don't sponsor us, but I mean, come on.
Right.
I'll take some free DirecTV. Fucking A. Absolutely. So the twant.
Yes. So I'm standing there, like, she's still going on that, we overcharged her, we owe her money. She's like, why can't you just open the register and give me money? No, we can't do that. First off, you only have the receipt. You don't have the phone. You have no packaging. You have nothing.
You have your little math journal.
Yeah.
And you
pretty much. So she's like, well, the sticker said, like, there was 2 different stickers. There's a 3-day sale, which was you buy a phone, $40 airtime card, you get the phone half off. And then there was another one, kind of like the same thing, but the phone was a little less. But we don't know what sale price it's actually going to take when you ring it through the register. So she's like, well, can't you get the manager to do something?
Oh, please tell me you did it. Tell me you did it.
So the other girl that was with me,
Tell me you did it.
I'm standing to her left, and she kind of like Vanna White at me. She's like, right here.
Fucking A. Thank you. Oh, God. Yeah, why and the manager Holmes.
So I'm like, all right, what's going on? And it's like, because I didn't hear the whole thing. So they go over it. She's like, well, the sticker over there said, yeah. So I walk over, look at it, and then I walk back, and she's like, you owe me money. Just open the register and give me. I used to be a cashier. I used to do this all by hand. Just flipping out. Yeah.
I'm trying to bite my tongue as hard as I fucking can.
So I look over the receipt and like everything looks fine. Discounts came off, everything. So I'm like, all right, fine. I'll call the help desk, see what they can do. So I'm sitting in the office on the phone with the help desk for over half an hour as they're looking into this receipt. So the other girl that was with me comes back and she's like, are you getting anywhere? And I'm like, I'm on hold. She's like, well, she's pissed off. I'm like, well, she's going to have to fucking wait.
It smells like baby shampoo. You lied to me.
No, it's really good. Try it. Try it. It's cranberry ginger ale. Just try it.
I mean, thank you, Vanna.
I don't remember Vanna holding a microphone.
Well, she's been holding Passage Jack's dick for 40 years. You know they're fucking.
Not anymore. That hasn't gotten hard in years. What are you talking about?
Who, her or him?
Yes.
I was going to say something inappropriate about Alex Trebek, but we don't talk. He's got cancer. That's not nice.
He's not long for this world. That's not. Don't be cruel to Alex Trebek. He's a national hero.
National hero and fucking mustache, just luxurious.
It's glorious. It's magnificent.
Wait, he doesn't have the mustache right now.
I have no idea. I don't have cable. Just try the fucking soda.
It's gonna be like early 90s. Like, I don't have cable. Oh, you're poor. I'm having repressed memories right now. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, that's delightful.
I told you.
Oh, and that was only 75 cents. I gotta go to the store tomorrow and stock up.
It's a little weird that you poured it on your ass to taste it.
It's like that thing of like Mork and Mindy. He used to drink stuff with his finger. I just butt suck stuff. Butt suck.
Butt sucks or butt sex?
Maybe both.
Well, you see, when it's Friday night and the mood is right, we're gonna have some fun and then show you how it's done. TGIF. You're welcome.
So, hold on, real quick. Back to the story.
Okay.
I gotta ask this. Did the math journal, did it just say like, was it just like receipt minus phone equals $750? Is that what it said in the math journal?
Pretty much what it was everything that was listed on the receipt was on the paper. So everything that
she copied the notes is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Scumbags. So
I get off the phone with the help desk and I walk out there and I'm like, nope, everything looks good. And she's like, nope. So before I had walked out, the other girl that was there had come back again and she's like, now she's claiming we owe her like over $9. I'm like, there's no fucking way.
Over $9,000?
$9 fucking dollars?
Yeah, it went from $750 to like $9 something.
That's like a week's wages though for that person probably. So
oh yeah.
In fairness, I can understand why they're very disgruntled.
A week's wages? Is she in the cold breaker? Just fucking in there getting them rent tips and black lung? Just fucking in her newsy hat? Like, you see, so I make about 15, but I gotta pay the foreman and then wages and food and stuff. It's Welsh.
It sounded awfully New Zealand to me.
It really did.
There it is.
Hey man, name's cool. This is me. Just try to start a revolution. I was trying not to lean on Cockney too hard because then you get into Cockney rhyming slang, which terrifies me.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
You know what it is, though.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, governor. Give juice to me mouth now. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Which, ironically, probably means he's gonna kill you. I've been watching a lot of Peaky Blinders. Sorry.
I just started watching that.
Same. So $9.
Yeah, so
Fucked up.
The story that took forever.
it went from
Dude.
$7 to this all happened over 45 minutes, maybe. Then she's like, "Well, are you gonna pay me the money that it took me to keep driving here back and forth?" So now she wants gas money from Turkey Hill and Nesquehoning to where I work, which is maybe like quarter mile.
It's like
Not that far.
Here's your 63 cents.
it's like 300 yards
Right?
from where you are to the Turkey Hill.
Yes.
Your house is closer.
I know.
Just give her $1 in rolled change.
So the guy that she was with actually lives at the corner. You know, like when you turn at Turkey Hill and the stop sign, that house on the left.
Yeah.
That's where he lives.
Oh.
So when I come back out, I'm like, no, everything looks good. So back over to the phone case. Receipts on the counter. And she's like, I'm not worried about it. Because I said there was something else that she bought too. Well, I'm not worried about that. That doesn't add up. But it adds all into the total of everything.
But you see, she's got a math journal,
And she does.
which is
And she can do math.
it's Catholic dogma at this point. The math journal.
So I'm like, you know there's a 911 fee for the card.
See, when you had texted me that's what threw me off because I had forgotten about those prepaid 911 fees.
You get a 911 fee even on plans.
Yeah, but I don't really look at my bill that much. It just gets paid, so I don't really look at it. But the last prepaid phone I had, which is oddly enough, when him and I used to hang out, I even remember my phone number 952-1266. Fucking A.
Some poor grid just got done like 500 phone calls.
Yeah, when I activated it, there was an 911 fee. I do remember losing my shit.
Yeah.
But then they explained it to me, and guess what I did? I went on my fucking way.
Yeah.
I didn't pull out my math journal. It wasn't the
That's
hangover.
only because you weren't keeping a math journal at the time.
Who the fuck am I to keep a math journal? For real. And it wasn't like the Hangover 3, like I wasn't at a poker table and math equations were floating around my head. That went over everybody's heads. That's fine.
No one saw the Hangover 3, for Christ's sake.
No.
So I'm the only one. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Continue.
So I said about the 911 fee, and she's like, I'm not worried about that. That has nothing to do with anything. Okay. So she's arguing. She's like, where's my receipt? I'm like, over on the counter where you left it. So she walks over. We walk over. She's leaning on the counter with her math journal, figuring everything out. She adds in the 911 fee, looks at the paper, and walks out the door.
Fucking brilliant.
Because everything added up. And then I went out for a cigarette.
Did she have the look on her face like I assumed? Do you remember the milk lady that I had?
Yes.
The spots?
Yes.
The look at the feet when I had to explain to her where the fucking explanation
Yes.
comes from?
Yes.
You want to hear a story?
Please.
Okay. So currently I am the department manager of pets.
Mhm.
Okay. I used to be the department manager of dairy.
Mhm.
It just got too chilly and stuff, so I transferred out. So the lady came in one day. Now I used to get the most fucked questions in dairy. What were some of them? Because I used to fucking text you all the time. This one took the cake. Do you know how to make a dynamite peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yes.
This couple comes up to me.
Sidebar.
They're like well dressed, so I'm thinking like they're well to do, and so they're looking around and stuff, and they're like, "Excuse me." And I'm like, "Yeah, can I help you?" And they're like, "Do you know how to make like a really dynamite peanut butter and jelly sandwich?" I'm like, "Do you not know how to make that?" And they're like, "Well, we live in the woods." So, and I was like, "Y'all been just eating cat hair and tree bark for 20 years or what?" They're like, "That's not very nice." I'm like, "As it seems, neither are you. Are you kidding me? Are you? Am I being punked? Am I being dairied?"
totally fucked. So I used to get the most random fucking questions. So the one day this lady comes up to me. Now I have customers all the time asking me for the freshest milk. Like I fucking
Is it like Clerks? Like Clerks, where they're just like pulling all the milk jugs out and like laying them on the floor?
yeah, I get that all the time.
Yeah.
However, so this lady comes up and she looked like a sweet old lady, so she looked harmless. And she was like, "Excuse me, do you have any milk?" Now this was it was like August.
Yeah.
She's like, "Do you have any milk that expires in November or late December back there?" And I'm like, "No." Because I don't. Because I mean, and she now I was later corrected. What?
I was just gonna say, there's a bunch of cows right across the street. Don't go over there. Whatever you need.
And I was like, no, ma'am. I by the time we get the milk, it has an expiration date of 13 days. That's 13 to 16. That's stamped on the bottle. She's like, okay, could you tell me the truth? Yeah. Yeah. Your face?
You have milk truthers there?
So I said, excuse me? And she goes, yes, could you tell me the truth? And I said, no, I heard you. I'm just checking it. What do you mean the truth? She goes, you know as well as I do that the spots on the cow dictate how long the milk stays in. I'm not kidding. So she was
If everyone could see Nate's face right now, it's glorious.
So she goes, each spot represents 12 months.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yes.
I was like, okay, so let me get this straight. So you're saying that the moo juice, the udder butter, the creamy goodness, is dictated by the amount of spots the cow has on its person. Like when you cut a tree and you count its rings to tell its age? Is that what we're doing? She goes, yes. And being a manager, you should know how to do it. I could take your job. I'm like, okay. So before this all goes down and I'm accused of disgracing the good name of Walmart and the name of all the Waltons. What happens with chocolate milk? Tell me. It's like brown spots? Did the chocolate milk come from the brown spots?
They come from the brown cows.
Yeah, brown cows. Fucking A. Like, and what about strawberry milk? And that green milk that you get on St. Patty's Day sometimes. That Stinky Mikey drinks all the time. By the half gallon. I'll tell you off the air. Don't look at me like that. Like, what about that? So I had to look up on YouTube a video of how expiration dates are garnished, and showed it to her, and she looked so defeated, like she had been lied to for decades.
When you said this woman is old, how old do you mean?
80s.
My God. Well, in fairness, she was around like pre-pasteurization. So.
Yeah, that's Louis Pasteur's ex-wife. You think she would know? Yeah, that's like I used to get fucking questions about that. The most questions I get now is because no one really cares about the expiration date of cat food because fucking cats eat their own shit. So you could probably spend less money on cat shit than you do here with your 100 cans of cat food per visit twice a week. The most things now I get is,
why don't you have this dog food in stock? You told me you had it last week. Now it's not here. What's up with that?
Stuff like that. That's all I get. And my reaction is always the same. I stock fucking dog food for a living. That's all we got to say to each other right now. Like, do you need help putting this in your cart? Other than that, you can probably fuck off. Like, I stock dog food for a living. And rabbit food. Because we care about the little ones. Yeah, there's that. Oh, did you listen to the episode where the guy was jerking off in the bathroom? Oh, fuck. I don't want to tell that story again.
No.
Do I need to? Yeah, that was the sound it was making.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, long story short.
That was one of the many times I get the Raptor outside now.
I need a cigarette. I think I'm going to throw up. Will you hold me? Long story short, we had an employee who was an employee.
Yes.
Oh, sir.
Yes.
So,
No.
well, you're right on one account. Mentally disabled, maybe. That's important. That's kind of that guy. Like he's part of the fire police, which we all know is not a real thing.
That's harsh.
He puts out the caution tape.
Where
Yeah.
it spills.
No, at the fireplace.
Oh.
Yeah, he puts up the caution tape and just stands there.
Yeah.
No, you can't come through here. You can't come through here. Something going on. That's how he talks to him. Just putting that out there. So anyway, he was touching his dick, and so I went to have a sit down in the bathroom.
That's what we call a shit.
Mm-hmm. And I went to have a shite, and so I hear dialing. Mm-hmm. Just enough numbers for a credit card, and then I hear, the connection. Hello. No, I'm fine. It's cordial. What am I doing? I'm playing with myself. So I had to pinch it off. So then I ran and told her.
Yep.
And then I told another one of the department managers because I didn't really know what to do. Do I rat on him? Which I did. But then I told management, which is policy. If you see something, say something. Stranger danger. And, and so I almost got fired for that because I told too many people. Now, granted, our old store manager is a Looney Tune.
Yeah.
Hi, Marsha. I fucking hate you. But yeah, she wanted to have me fired for that. After I saw him get walked out of the building because he got fired for it.
Was he still touching himself in his game? Just kept it rolling out the other door.
This call has cost me money. I'm not hanging up the phone. I called collect.
You're going to accept charge.
Oh, can you just imagine what that would be like? Like you're just like at a dog shit sex phone job. You're like, if I gotta talk to any more retarded motherfuckers, I'm gonna lose my shit. Oh, fucking one's coming in. I'll use the headpiece as fucking effect here because I got a headpiece on my headset. Just waiting for the call to connect. Hi, what are you doing? Hello. I'm fine. What are you doing? Oh, what am I doing? I'm saying myself. Internally. I'm gonna fucking kill this guy if he says he's gonna touch his. I touch it myself. That's it. It's like that fucking scene out of Rocko's Modern Life. That fucking where he was on the phone. Oh baby,
Yes.
oh baby, be hot, be naughty. Have you ever worked retail?
Yeah, I spent like 5 years working at like a Napa Auto Parts.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was
Yeah.
Super, super exciting. Yeah, I mostly wanted to kill myself every day. So, like, you guys are telling stories. Trust me, I appreciate it. I'm sorry for you, but
Do you have any stories that stand out?
It's
been. I'm currently employed at that store, and I'm telling stories. And statute of limitations in Napa is currently, so you can go ahead and tell.
nothing off the top of my head. I will say that is the only place I've ever seen like a grown adult man. When somebody trips, they usually like stumble, like catch themselves. Like most coordinated human beings, like are capable of that. That the only time I've ever seen like an adult, full-grown human being go to walk out a door, and that little tiny bit of metal that's at the base of the door,
The tack board?
that was enough to take this man down. Okay, I mean, like skinned knees, his hands scraped across the ground.
Oh
like,
my god!
Stood up, like bleeding from his hands, and he's laughing. Like,
So he's a psychopath.
I'm like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, fine." Runs out the door to his car, and I never saw him again. He had ordered a part, and he never came back for it. I don't know.
Yeah, you were working at Napa when we were hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you would text me and be like, can you call the store and like tell somebody that my house is on fire so I can get the fuck out of here? And I want to say I almost did it the one time. I can't remember. But Raptor, I told you that I was going to tell you the story about the night that him and I almost died twice.
Yeah, you did.
We were talking about it last night at the bar. Do you want to tell it or do you want me to tell it? Okay. So,
Your recall is so much better than mine. I'm not gonna...
hashtag total recall. You gotta get your ass to the house. Sorry.
Did you say you have to get your ass to mouth?
That's
You
what I
never
heard
go ass to
too.
mouth. Never.
Sometimes.
But sometimes in the heat of passion, it's forgivable to go ass to mouth.
You
I
never,
knew it!
never go ass to mouth.
He says it's so big, it's like a little cock. Clerks too.
It somehow always goes back to Clerks.
Fucking, it's safe to say that all three of us are Kevin Smith fans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see any of his other stuff like Tusk and Red State?
No.
Oh, dude. You have Netflix?
I do.
Watch Tusk. It's fucked.
Tusk.
It's about a man who turns another man into a walrus.
I haven't watched it yet either.
I think I've heard of that.
It's fucked. But Red State, I don't even know how to describe Red State. It's so good.
I have not seen that, and I can't find it anywhere.
It's not on Netflix. I think it's on Amazon Prime, but you have to like pay for the rental.
Ah.
Yeah, which reminds me, I gotta cancel my Prime membership before I get charged. Or maybe I should keep it for Christmas because that 2-day shipping is awfully convenient.
Right?
Fucking A.
I put mine back on for Christmas.
Short sidebar. I have a fucking TV show recommendation. The Boys on Amazon Prime. Have you watched it yet?
Yes.
Fuck, dude.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's amazing. Really, it's awesome. You need to watch it. It's so good.
I've heard that.
Do you know anything about it?
Kind of.
Don't look into anything on it. Just go in blind and watch it and enjoy it. Especially like the first episode will drag you in immediately. You're gonna be all about it right away.
Yeah.
It's so good.
When I first heard about it, I did want to watch it, but I didn't have Amazon Prime at the time. But now that I have it again, I'll actually have to give it a watch.
Yeah, it came out at the perfect time. It came out at the perfect time when like everything's superheroes coming out, you know,
Yeah.
but superhero in the very traditional sense of
so much better.
of where like superheroes are the good guys. Sure, there's villains, but but this kind of takes that concept and sort of plays with it a little bit. Like, these are people that have powers, not superheroes, if that makes sense. I don't want to give anything too much away, but just trust me.
I'm definitely. I do want to watch it.
It's really good.
I'm definitely gonna have to watch it.
All right, so then we almost died twice. So this motherfucker next to me used to have a Jeep. Sweet Jeep. 4-wheel drive. You know what people with 4-wheel drive think? They could do anything.
Yeah.
So we're driving the one night. And we were going down towards Nesky, as you do to go home. And he doesn't throw his blinker on, but he jerks his wheel to the right a little bit. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? So we were just talking. We were also, were we drinking?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Not that time.
No, I never. Honestly, I never. I didn't do any off-roading while intoxicated.
No, but we drove to Allentown to take you shopping. And we were drinking.
I disagree. I have no memory of this whatsoever. Especially if there's any law enforcement listening. This is utter fabrication.
Again, statute of limitations being what they are. We're now in our 30s.
Yeah, but that guy we ran over, that's going to be a problem. I mean, allegedly.
Be like, I know what you did last summer, Cold Region Edition. You ran me over once.
That's what you did 12 summers ago.
So, and it's dark, by the way. So, like, and he tends, he speeds sometimes. I mean, as I remember it. So we're heading, and we're about to. I think I want to say it was about we were about to go back to high school, and he just takes off into the woods in the Jeep.
As you do.
No, not as you
As
do.
I do.
As you do. So, and we're just off-roading, which I had never done before. So I'm like, ooh, we're in the woods. We're going to see bears and stuff. Like, I'm expecting, like, no bother. Out, like, the corner. Like, we turn a corner.
And Pooh Bear's just hanging out.
Piglet. Yeah. It's a new voice I do. I work on it. I throw it in there sometimes. Baby bitch. Remember?
Oh.
Oh.
Deep cuts, dude.
She was a baby bitch.
She was a baby bitch.
So then it's like we're like going over shit and stuff that Jeeps do. But then there's a fucking steep incline. And he's like, you think I can make it up there? I'm like, no. No, I don't think you can. And he goes, no, you're wrong. So then we're going. And when I say this is a steep hill, it's fucking steep. And so we're like halfway up the hill, and then the car starts just going backwards. And there's like rock sliding and shit. And I'm like shitting bricks. Like, I'm thinking we're going to die.
We were fine. Yeah, don't worry about it.
No, you're wrong. So we backed down. So what happened was, and I think you had me get out of the car and tempt fate, and then guide you down the hill as you were backing up.
Accurate.
As I'm slipping over rocks and attempting not to be hit by your Jeep.
Yeah, it honestly was to bring back Jurassic Park once again. It was very much like that scene when he's slipping around in the mud trying to pull the winch out of the Jeep.
You see, we can't reopen Jurassic Park without Dennis Nedry.
No, we can't.
So then we get back in the car, he turns around, and we're driving. We're finding some flat stuff to drive. So then, and this is the part that gets fuzzy, we ended up behind the Babe Ruth baseball field in Lansford.
I think I kind of remember the story.
Have I told you this story before?
Maybe.
So he's teeter-tottering behind the gate, the fence of the one field, and a drop-off is just enough space for his fucking Jeep tires. And if I get out of the car, I'm going to fall to my death. Yes. Yeah. He's like, no, you'll be fine. I'm like, no, again. Again, I disagree. Then he stops at one point and goes, you want to get out and like lead traffic? I was like, no, because again, if I get out, I'm going to die. So it took us maybe, I'd say a good 30 minutes to get around the field. Yeah.
Like 500 feet. About 500 feet. It took us a good half hour.
So then we get to the front gate, which is locked. We can't get out.
Also accurate.
I got out of the car and started kissing the ground. Thank you, Jesus.
But you had a rare opportunity where you could have parachuted out of a Jeep. Who's ever done that?
You didn't have any parachutes.
Oh.
You just had a pair of your old tidy whities, and they're not going to catch enough breeze to take me anywhere.
They might have been big enough back then to do that.
No, because if I fucking grab an old pair of your tidy whities and leap out the car, it's just like, I'm just a little black rain cloud hovering under a honey tree. I'm going to go ahead and say that was the perfect impersonation at the perfect time.
That really was.
Thank you. Do you remember the Winnie the Pooh? He said, I'm just a little black rain cloud.
Yeah.
I just watched that on Disney Plus the other day.
Did you fucking really?
Yes, I did.
Oh, fuck. Is that the same one where Pooh gets stuck in the fucking rabbit hole?
Yes.
Oh. Piglet, I'm stuck. So, your father was a coach for Babe? Yeah. Was a coach for the Babe Ruth League. He had keys to the field. So he gets on his phone. This is what I hear. Kevin. No, Kevin. Yeah, no, it's Nate. Yeah, you have to grab Dad's keys and get to this field now. And then I hear a really loud, you want to tell me why? No, I don't want to tell you why. Just get the fucking keys and come here. So here he comes with the fucking keys. He gets out of the car to unlock the gate, and all I see is him shaking his head. Looking at me, looking at me, and just doing one of those, oh, fuck, if Dad finds out about it, he's so disappointed. Which, your parents being disappointed at you and your parents being angry at you are two completely different things.
Yeah, they are.
I should know because I've gotten the disappointment shake more times than probably anybody. Like, oh, you did.
I still get it from my mom.
Yeah, but yeah.
My mom is scary.
Yeah. Your mom's not scary, but the thing about that is that she's scary. So
Yes.
Like, Tammy, I love you. Don't kill me.
It's my fucking house.
Who the fuck do you think it is? It's my fucking house.
I went over there the one day. We were out having a cigarette with Stormy and shit, and she starts talking to this figure that comes to the door. I'm like, who the fuck is it? And were we drinking?
No.
Are you sure?
No, we were just sitting outside.
And I was like, who the fuck's at the door? She looks at me. She's like,
It's my fucking house. Who the fuck do you think it is?
It's her mom. But Tammy used to bring us coffee at work all the time,
Yeah.
which was just the best. What story do we tell next?
She actually calls him her son.
Which, I mean, means a lot, seeing as my mother calls me a disappointment. So, fuck you, Mom. Just a little...
She's
Well,
a cunt.
It's Christmas time. Should I do it in a Bing Crosby voice? Just take a little second and say, fuck you, Mom.
The face of disappointment you were just talking about. I'm pretty sure I couldn't see my own face, but I'm fairly certain I was giving it to you just now.
I'm used to it from you and both of you. Like, oh, come on, dude. Like, you didn't. No, you did. The first time I ever got I remember getting the disappointment face is I was watching TV in Sarah's old room. I was watching TRL. That's how dated the story is.
Oh my god.
The good TRL, and I can neither confirm nor deny that I was getting ready to masturbate to a Britney Spears video.
He probably was.
It was probably I'm a Slave for You.
That was a good video.
That's the hottest video, and you're a lesbian. You should know.
Right?
Fucking A. Did I tell you that she's lesbian?
Never came up.
Oh, God damn it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like that should have been the icebreaker. And I told you no more lesbian jokes, so I'm sorry again. God damn it, Bill.
He does this all the time. He's like, no more lesbian jokes. And then 10 minutes later.
It's a crutch, really. It really is, because it's like, I don't feel fucking funny. Hey, you're a lesbian. What's that like? No, you're.
That was his go-to for a while.
Well, my go-to for a while was like, you're my gay avatar, but the thing is, we both like vaginas, so you can't be you can't be a gay avatar if you both like the same organ. I said organ. No, the first time I ever got the like, oh man, was the again watching TV, getting ready to spank to Britney Spears, and my mom comes down to do laundry, and decides to have the fucking virginity talk with me. But what ended up coming out was because I didn't really, it was my naivete to try and fuck with her. She's like, I'm afraid you've lost your flower, Bill. I said, I don't like flowers, they die. She's like, no, your thing. And I was like, I have a lot of things. Which one would you say I've lost? And I was like, 14. And she's like, your virtue. I was like, which one? You're a Christian woman. There's a lot of virtue. Which one? Have you had sex? Like, yeah. You kind of just fucking came out and said that. And that was the disappointment face. Oh, man. She doesn't know that I lost my virginity when I was 12. So if you hear this, Mom, Merry Christmas.
She doesn't listen.
I think she does. I think that's what brings closure to our non-relationship.
So every time you bring her up, she always hears me calling her a cunt. Yeah.
Well, it's because she's a cunt.
Oh, she is.
Not so much a twant, but a cunt.
Yes.
Thoughts?
She texted Bill the one day she saw me at Walmart, and I was looking for something for someone else.
Sure was.
And she said hi to me, and I said hi.
Mm-hmm.
And then
oh,
I walked away, and she texted Bill saying that I was mean and blew her off, and I'm like, he texted me that, I'm like, well, your mom's a cunt, so.
Well, one, the ignorant always think that people are being mean to them. So
yeah,
and yeah, those Christians,
right?
It's how do we get into it? Was I going to tell a story? Or what the fuck was I getting around to?
Couldn't tell you.
You got to tell a story. It's your turn.
Tell a story.
We got stories.
I got no stories.
You're so full of bukkake, it's not even funny.
That's true.
You can tell the alien train wreck story? Like, are you afraid people will hear this? Because, I mean...
people do listen.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Hey, man. We're trying to make a noise, and you're like, oh, that's unfortunate. People listen to your fucking stupid podcast.
No, we were just talking to Rich yesterday. He said he's listening.
Rich Bauer's horsecock. Listen, so yeah, I did promise him I'd fucking, because I can't name it Rich Bauer's horsecock because they won't let us publish the episode.
No, they won't.
But So Rich is he's a friend of Nate's, mutual friend of mine and Nate's. We went to school together. I was never really friendly with him, but he was always nice to me when I was on the wrestling team and losing quite often. 2-14. That's my record. Fucking A.
You got 2?
Well, one was against Jeff Clark.
So you got 1?
And I hit him with a rock bottom, and the ref counted 3. And this is amateur wrestling we're talking about. So there's that.
High school wrestling.
And the other one was a forfeit because they didn't have any to wrestle anybody of my specific girth.
Stacy home?
I don't know, what time is it? Yeah, she's home. But I remember, like, as a person who used to get made fun of a lot, I remember other people who showed me kindness, like when I was like feeling like a sad sack fat shit. And he was always the one who was like, yeah, that's all right, Bill, you get them next time. I never got them next time. Ever. I was always beat in 30 seconds or less. No upper body strength. It's like all meat, no potatoes. It's kind of like that kind of situation. Yeah. So, but I heard a story about him years ago that he had a fucking like cock like a ham hock, hella old, hella young, looking like Matlock, and so, and I heard it from someone in my family. So I confronted him about it in a roundabout way that he had a monster dick. It was described to me as a baby's arm holding an apple, to quote Austin Powers. But in my head, it was like 2 fat burritos put end to end holding an avocado. There's the disappointment face.
Yes, there it is.
I'm gonna piss my pants. Could you just imagine? Now, you did tell me last night you've seen Rich naked before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not on purpose.
No.
But confirmed. Rich Bauer hangs dong.
Yeah.
Okay. And I promised Rich I'd tell him. I'd mention him on the show.
Okay.
That Rich Bauer's got a whole.
Did you promise it or threaten it?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. Like, I saw he had Snapchat on his phone, and I know what Snapchat was for originally.
Yep.
So I asked him, how many snaps does it actually take to reach the head?
What's the answer?
said-
Like 3?
He said it depends on the size of the boom that he's using to hold the phone. He's an extra long selfie stick.
It's like 3 selfie sticks welded together with some like duct tape and some caulking.
And then he uses panorama.
And that's just the base.
That's really great.
So manly it has hair on the shaft.
Who doesn't?
If you shave it right, you're not supposed to.
That's fair.
I'd ask Raptor, but she doesn't like penis too close.
No.
Last one, I promise. Last one for the evening.
Lie.
Thank you.
No, that's really good. Oh my god!
I told you.
Fuck.
Get it while you can now. It's only around for the holiday season.
Oh god damn it!
Did you even mention what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
cranberry ginger ale.
cranberry ginger ale.
Oh.
It's better than the Sprite cranberry.
Yeah, it is.
I want to mix it with alcohol so bad.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm too lazy to go up to the kitchen and get the vodka though. So
Vodka.
vodka, or
Vodka.
vodka, fucking
Vodka.
coal crackers. VOKKA.
I told you, he gets really pissed.
Apple teeny, heavy on the teeny. Speaking of, I have apple teeny next month. I bought it
Yeah, he does.
specifically.
Really?
I do, yeah.
I had an apple teeny.
I made one.
Oh.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
I don't. I made it really strong.
Well, it's on you.
You're testing the limits of our fucking cables here.
Yo, I got it. We're good.
Yeah, the problem is it doesn't.
It's not a very big band. It's hard to test the limits of the cable.
You have to kick the mattress to the side. Jesus Christ.
Just avoid the stains when you're picking it up.
Well, how do you know what kind of stains they are? They're not all fluids.
More solids.
No. You fucking cracked my joke in half there, pal. Yeah, you know, when you choke the shit out of somebody, they're supposed to. So we almost died. Raptor, if you would pause the audio for a second, I'll just edit that part out.
Can't wait till that makes the cut.
So what?
I can't wait till that makes the cut.
It's not. No. I've started editing a lot since we stopped doing it in the car.
He has.
We stopped doing it in the van.
Move to the van.
To the van. So Raptor.
Yes, Thick
So
Pen.
you don't know Thick Pen as a big partier, yes?
Not really, no.
I'm a homebody.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
are.
Which I mean is honestly, it's probably the best choice. Let's just without like going into shit, it's probably the best choice for me just to be inside. But I did go out last night, which was actually very nice. It felt good to get out and catch up with an old friend and to make new ones.
Who you calling, old bitch?
You're. I'm sorry. I have to respect my elders. I can't hit you.
God damn it.
Boom, 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 boom. So when we were younger, we partied hard. Did I tell you the Purple Wave story?
Is that the teacups?
The teacups, yes.
It tastes like purple.
It does taste like purple.
Yeah, that's
For
the
those of
story
you
I have
listening,
heard.
Whatever you think the color purple tastes like,
You're right.
not the movie. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that.
No.
But the actual color, the color palette, like acrylic paint. If you think you ever wondered what purple acrylic paint tastes like, Purple Wave vodka. I have not seen Purple Wave vodka in a liquor store since, which makes me think that we drank it all. You got nothing?
No. God, no. I don't want to think about that shit.
So yeah, it was me and
So
you.
it's finally nice to put a face to the name with the teacup
I
story.
talk about you quite often.
Oh, yeah? That's hard.
I long for you.
He really does.
Okay, so no, a lot of this the amount of time that we hung out was some of the best times in my life.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Purple Wave. So yeah, I told you before.
Yeah.
Raptor. We were all me, you, Adam's Kokor.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill, why'd you do it? What? Edit that out, Bill. Just put it in there.
That's staying in too.
Yeah.
No, it's not staying in. I'm gonna edit the shit out of this in the morning.
Yeah, he is.
What was I gonna? Oh, no, we Adam and his girlfriend, and then someone else was there. There's a body in my head, and I can't remember who it was.
Don't fucking look at me. We know my memory sucks.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we got the biggest bottle of Purple Wave vodka because it was like who was old enough to buy liquor? Was it you or was it Adam? It's Adam because he's older than us.
I was of age then, during at that time frame.
He took a fucking tally. He's like, "What flavor does everybody like the most?" And I guess we all went grape right here. So he comes back with the fucking biggest gallon jug of Purple Wave vodka I've ever seen. And he goes, "We don't have anything to drink it out of." And Adam goes, "Be right back." Comes up the stairs with his mother's china. So we're sitting there drinking fucking Purple Wave vodka straight out of teacups.
Oh.
I drank so much that I went into his bathroom and passed out. Broke his mother's sink with my face. Come to, there's porcelain in my mouth. It's like that scene out of Friends where they're all blowing up the balloons and Chandler pulls the balloon out of his mouth.
Yes.
He's like, "Am I producing these?" That's what it was like. It's my body. Do I have so much calcium in my body that the calcium deposits are now manifesting themselves into porcelain? And they're all trying to get in the bathroom.
My bones are leaking.
My bones are leaking. Write that down. That's the title. The title of this episode, My Bones Are Leaking. No, I'll remember it. and they're trying to get in the room to check on me, but my head is blocking the door. So they're like concussing me as I'm drunk and passed out. You all right? All I can remember getting out was, like the inventory, like
Oh
that.
God.
Yeah. And then I remember getting up and then going back in for another round of teacup vodka. Yeah, and then I think there was another night where we were all like trying to decide what to do, because I used to work at Julia's in Lansford. I used to be Harleman's.
Yeah.
And then it was Julia's, and then the owner is an asshole. Talks like a Jewish Kermit the Frog. Like,
There it is again.
Close the blinds, it's almost Shabbat. This is the episode that's going to just take it off the air permanently.
Yep. Yes. Yes, it is. Well, at least it was a fun one.
I'm gonna piss. I'm keeping that, by the way. Jewish Kermit.
I'm a Nora. I can't. It's terrible.
Oh God, that's a good one, Bill. So, and Adam, our friend Adam, I won't say his last name. I'm not going to call him out because I'm sure he regrets a lot of what he did.
I hope so.
Yeah. I think he used to meet up with us at the diner at the Julia's and be like, "What are we doing tonight?" And after the teacup incident, I think the one night they came to the restaurant. He came to the restaurant and he was like, "What are we doing tonight?" And Adam was like, "More Purple Wave." And Nate and I both went, no. And Adam's like, "Yeah, my stomach don't feel so good." I was like, "How about we never drink this again?" And like I said, I've not seen it since, which makes me think we drank it all. And we drank that entire gallon. We drank all of it. Like, there was no more. There wasn't like, oh, there's a little bit I'm going to put in my freezer for a rainy day. No, the bottom of the bottle was dry. Oh my God, our livers. Our poor livers.
What's left though?
Do you remember the time we bought BB guns and started shooting each other and fighting at his mom's house?
Yeah. Yeah.
We went to the hometown Walmart and bought BB shotguns and pistols and like holsters and shit.
Well, they were airsoft, and the one had like a burst mode where it would fire like I don't know how it was, maybe 5 or 6 pellets out of it in a burst, and you like charge them up, it's like air driven.
Yeah.
And they overclocked it at one point, and I mean, the Purple Wave was talking at this point, but
was that the same night?
I mean, I think there was multiple Purple Wave nights. But I don't know why it happened, but I challenged him to shoot me in the face with it, so he held it point blank to my cheek.
Oh, you did.
And it and fired off this burst, and it was the most horrifying pain. My face swelled up like a, I don't even know, like a swelled up
like a
face.
firefighter.
Yeah, it was atrocious. I don't know what the hell we were doing.
You see that Mike Tyson video?
It was
broke my back. My back is broken. Sorry.
Now, kid.
I remember that night because you guys had the shotgun and I had the Beretta with the holster. And he shot you, and I went to grab my pistol to like defend your honor, but it jammed. So it was kind of like a Vietnam situation. Like, oh my God, my weapon's jammed, and they're in the trees.
It was like Willem Dafoe at the end of the platoon.
Oh my God. We got into so much trouble in that fucking apartment.
With his mom, especially.
His mom was there like the entire time.
Oh yeah,
and she couldn't walk.
Yeah,
but like to make it feel better, Adam would have me go down and sing her Dean Martin and stuff. So and like Frank Sinatra. So I'm like drunk, and he's like, "Go down there and stare at my mom." And I'm just drunk enough, and I'm like peeking down the stairs. I'm like, come fly with me. Let's fly away. Fly away.
And she's down there like, oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah. That was just something.
No, she had a high Richard.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was like what's that voice? No, it's not Roz. It's something else.
That was beautiful.
No, that's Billy Bob Thornton. That's Sling Blade.
Taters.
Nate's. Oh, how do I put this without out in your family? There was a house. The house was called Blackacre?
The property, yeah.
The property is called Blackacre.
My great grandfather who built the place was an attorney. So if anyone's ever heard the term Blackacre before, it's a legal thing. That's where it comes from.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, also, now that I didn't know that your great grandfather built it, now I feel so much worse about what went on in that house.
Bob.
Sorry, Mr. Gates. Elder,
It's fine. He wasn't even Gates. Don't even worry about it.
Elder Gates, you're watching. So sorry, I threw up in your bathroom. It's a big house. Loved it. It's like a summer home.
Yeah, cabin. Yeah.
Yep. In the wintertime, nobody was there. He had the bright idea. Let's just go there and party. So I'm like, fucking hey, let's do that. Which that was you. Okay.
The best we got out there to have a party, have a good time, and by the way, like my parents have always said, like, yeah, go out there, enjoy it, like have a good time. Like
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my great grandmother loved when like
So
my
that's our
dad
pass?
brought. Oh yeah.
Okay, statute of limitations.
When my dad and uncles and stuff brought people out there to have a good time, whatever, she was down, like she loved it. But anyway, we get out there and we had like a key hidden away in a place that I'm not going to talk about, and couldn't find the key. And
just the night?
there was a crack in the one window to the kitchen, which was like, I mean, it was a good like 10 feet off the ground, to the point where like we had to pull a vehicle up next to the house to stand on top of the vehicle, and we had to break the glass and then reach in, like pry the window open, and then pull the grate out and send the skinny person through, which was Adam, and he opened the door. And as he did, I walked over to where the key was and found it. It's utterly unnecessary.
So you guys are dicks.
Anyway, continue.
We went there often.
Yeah.
There was one time when it was not where it was. So Nate used to have a don't text wife. Oh, Bo. Autocorrect. Nate used to have a Grand Am, and his shifter busted. So we had a buddy at work, right?
Yeah.
A buddy at work put an adjustable wrench on the shift cable,
Yeah.
and used that as a shifter, right? And then the one day he calls me and goes, "I'm going to teach you how to drive." I'm like, "Okay," with the shift knobber missing, with the fucking adjustable wrench. In the intermediate school parking lot.
Hold up. It was a vice grip. It's not like he had to sit there and grab it. It was a vice grip. It was latched on really good. It was fine. He had nothing to worry about.
Okay. Oh, that's another story. I'd like to say we almost got arrested, but we didn't almost get arrested. It was just a close call.
Yeah.
But so in the Redner's parking lot, so we're on our way there. It's me and my wife, who was not my wife at the time. We weren't even dating at the time. I was trying to get in drawers. Because, I was in love with her. And she was looking fine. So I was like, let's go to Blackacre. No one will hear us scream out there. So this is like Alien. In space, no one can hear you scream. But we so it's me and you and Adam and his girlfriend. And so we stopped at Redner's to get a gallon of orange juice to mix with the fucking gallon of pop-off vodka that we got. And
It's always vodka.
I think always vodka. And
I don't drink vodka anymore.
it's my favorite. Well, that and whiskey. I like whiskey. But so his car broke. What happened to it? Do you remember what happened to it? Was it the shift? Was it the shift wrench?
This shift wrench was fine. Okay.
Yeah. But Stacy had her car too, because we all couldn't fit in one car. So we all piled in her fucking '96 Dodge Neon, minus him. We left him at Redner's, and we both drove out there. Got lost on the way there. So that's just the four of us in this big ass house, drinking screwdrivers. Stacy got up the next morning and started puking bile
Oh.
out onto the fucking grass.
Oh.
And it's like green and shit. And I'm holding her hair back while Adam and his girlfriend are passed out on, well, whatever they were on. The cocaine.
Cocaine.
The devil's dandruff. Whatever.
I thought that was crabs.
Oh. No. No. The devil's lettuce is weed.
Right.
So the devil's dandruff would be the cocaine. The devil's rock salt is crack. That's not a good analogy. Rock candy? No. Yeah. No. There was a time where Filer was with us. It was one time, and he woke us all up by fucking blaring Breaking Benjamin in the house. He went from room to room. Anybody in here? Time to get up. Like he was the responsible one. By the way, so
Square.
he comes to the bar last night and he orders a Pepsi. Respectable. He's a lawyer, so I guess we can't get in too much trouble. But
He was driving.
oh well, yeah, he was driving. But
They're not gonna hear any of the fucking shit I'm saying.
take the mic.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
So like your argument's like weak sauce, man. Trying to think of anything else like fucking ridiculous happened out there. Oh, that night where I was trying to get in Stacey's drawers, she fell asleep on me. Not on me, like just like adjacent to me. And I was so pissed. So I ended up sitting there and watching her sleep for 6 hours like a fucking creeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, oh, she's so pretty when she sleeps. She's all fucking drunken in dreamland and shit. And I'm like, it's like I'm thinking things I shouldn't be thinking about her while she's sleeping. And now, we're married. It's okay. Which was my mother's excuse when she got pregnant with my little sister. We're married now. It's okay. Or we're getting married. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the religious.
Do we want to? I mean, there are stories. Is there like a big bring it home story that you want me to tell?
Bring it home story.
Is it the cops?
The popo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's worthy.
That's pretty good.
I'm pretty sure I've told you this before. So the intermediate school, the Panther Valley Intermediate, which my daughter currently goes to.
Oh yeah, I've heard the story.
So they were. It hadn't been finished yet.
No, it was still under construction, but like we kind of like snuck back there. I assume that we were drinking like
Beer.
Yeah.
Miller Lite.
It was like a 6-pack of Miller Lite. We were real hardcore.
I did go back there and look for that fucking beer, by the way.
Oh yeah, I've definitely heard this story.
Like 3 years after it happened, I went back looking for it, couldn't find it, and I pitched that fucker in there. So no, we got a 6-pack of beer. We wanted to just, I think something had just happened with you, like you had like a girl problem or something, and you just wanted to chat, like just fucking sounds right, like fucking chit chat or something. So we got a 6-pack of Miller and drove his Jeep back. Have you ever been in the parking lot there?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's just like an incline, and then there's a wooded area. So we parked the Jeep up there. We got out, and we're sitting on the incline. We're just drinking and talking. So then we see a fucking Lansford Police PD SUV pull into the parking lot, and we're just like, oh, "That's interesting, but it's dark. No, come on, like they're not going to see us, right?" So we just keep drinking. So then a cruiser comes in too, and we're just like, "You think they see us? No, they don't fucking see us. Do they see us? I don't know." Then a third and fourth cruiser fucking pull up. This motherfucker just hits the fucking ground with his back. Hits it. And I'm like, wait, Nate, oh shit, we're doing this. Okay, so we're lying down. He's like, what are we doing? I'm like, I don't fucking know. You're the one with the driver's license. He's like, you gotta get rid of the beer. I'm like, you want me to stand up and pitch the beer into the woods? They're gonna see that. So I stood up and I pitched the beer in the woods. Hard. Like, I didn't hear anything break, but I heard a giant thud. So I knew it hit something. So then I goes, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna get in the fucking, I'm gonna put this fucking thing in neutral or whatever you said. We're gonna fucking get in the car. We're gonna cruise out of here. Then when we hit the fucking parking lot, I turn on, we're gonna gun it. And that's pretty much what we did. Yeah. So
Well, you skipped over like the best part about the whole thing, which is as we're standing there watching these two police officers interact with each other. At one point, they go over to the cruiser and they open the trunk, and one pulls a shotgun.
Oh yeah,
out. Like they're transferring weapons. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but this was the part that made us utterly shit our pants. I was like, we can't be here anymore. But it was a slightly downward slope, so I said, if I just put the clutch in, essentially keep it in neutral, and like coast it and let it roll down out of the parking lot, we can get the fuck out of here. And we punched it, and then we were terrified, like flying away from the cops down the highway. I had the lights off for half the trip, didn't even realize I still the lights off. And threw the lights on, got pulled off into some little side road, and only to realize they didn't give a fuck and they weren't following us at all.
it was like a total punch it chewy situation. It's like we got to where you take that left out to go, like, not you get like out of the parking lot, you take that left to then go out, and then you gunned it. You didn't even stop. You kind of just did one of those, and then we were doing at least 70 through Andrewsville.
In a Jeep, by the way, which is
fucking
not safe.
No, we were not being safe. We were not wearing seatbelts, Mom. And we were doing maybe 70 until Turkey Hill, and then he's like, "Yeah, I don't think they're after us." we kept looking back. He's like, "You know what, dude?" I'm like, "What? What are they on us?" He's like, "Yeah, no, there's no one behind us. I can slow down."
I also like the false optimacy we had that we were going to escape the police in a Jeep. Like that was ever a possibility. Like they were like souped up police cruisers. Like, don't worry, I got this. 25, 30, 35, 40.
Oh, I missed a shift. Fuck.
Stalled it.
Yeah. So we're in a Jeep, and there's 2 police SUVs and 2 Dodge Chargers, and we're gonna outrun them. And then I just remember the calm that came over your face. You were like, "No, dude, no, there's no one after us. I think we can slow down." And I'm like, "Please don't slow down. I have so much to live for. You bitch, I give you everything." Oh man, there's so many stories. We're gonna, you know what? We're gonna have to just do an episode, just you and me, and fucking just reminisce about it.
Yeah, I'll definitely come back.
If there's like a week that you don't want to do one, fucking let me know, and we'll set that up, because that'll be. There's plenty of story. About the time that you made love to me.
We promised never to tell anyone about that, you asshole.
It was my asshole. Exactly. I remember you're the one that gave me my first round of hemorrhoids. It's girthy as it is long.
One by one, baby.
Although, oddly enough, you hit the prostate on the first go-round. That came like a porn star. It's fucking amazing.
I'm sorry, Mom.
This is Kate somewhere. Not sorry. Your son and I were in love at one point. Which, by the way, my mother accused me of Nate and I of dating. Yeah, it was one of those things where she was.
I always knew you were gay.
I've never claimed. I make no case for being gay, and I'm not.
You really don't.
I don't. Like, I love Broadway. I just want to sing sometimes, and I do. I love Rent. Fucking, I don't care who knows it. I really don't. But yeah, it was one of those points where my mother was being overly indignant about her religion, and she was like, "You're hanging out with that Nate boy too much," and I'm like, "Uh-huh. What you getting out there, Ma?" And she was like, "I think you two are in love." I was like, "Well, I mean, I do love him, but it's not that way. Like he's my boy."
It's more sexual.
And then I went into to disgust her and go into further detail about your penis.
Stop, please.
It's very like right by the head. There's a vein that splits off into 4 ways, and I didn't even know that was possible. And oddly enough, it's ribbed for my pleasure. Yeah, that was a big fight that her and I had. Like trying to like prove to my mother that I was not homosexual. And honest to God, and this is going to sound weird, but there was a point where I didn't really care for gay people at all. And it was instilled in me by her and the First Baptist Church of Lansford. That's right. I fucking accuse on this fucking podcast.
Yeah, he does.
Accuse?
Kermit juice?
Hey.
But yeah, like standing there trying to defend myself against my like strongly quote unquote Christian mother that I'm not making love to a man when I go out at night. But I mean, yeah, I don't think she ever believed me until I actually started like going out with Stacy on a regular basis.
So you got back into the PNVG.
Back into it? What makes you think I'm currently into it? Like you lost some weight. You're pretty. I've lost weight too. What do you think that's like? Me and you naked together, just sandpaper. Like I look like a lava lamp with my clothes off, so that's kind of like a jelly situation. And then just like I got a lot of hair on my chest, so it's like less sandpaper. Oh. Yeah.
So sand.
Say it.
Sandpaper, like what's going on between Raptor's thighs right now. just can't
He's
be a
one
part
of us.
Just can't be a part of this.
He belongs here.
Yes, he does.
She checked out like a half an hour ago. I don't want any part of this.
That's normally how it happens, though.
Sometimes I'll go off on a tangent. She's like, "So give me that look." Like, all right,
Yep.
Like especially when we were doing it in the car, like she would sit in the passenger seat and I would be in the driver's seat, and I'll be going off on some tangent, and she'll be like, "That's crazy." All right, and she would just sit back and be like, "Yeah, it really is. It's fucking crazy." I'm Raptor. The show would end.
Yep. Yep.
But with the YouTube series we're working on and like live streaming and actually like working on our website, it's actually brought her more into the limelight. Now you can be fabulous.
Yay.
I had a dream the one night.
Oh, God.
This was like, oh my God, this was like last year where I had a dream. I had a dream that you and I were like on TV. Like we had our own like talk show. And I had said something so overtly. I said something so overtly offensive that what?
It's just that those semen stains are really offensive.
That's for you. That's for you, man.
Is that what you piss at?
Get your fucking pinky in there. Tickle it. Tickle it.
Not big enough for my pinky.
They're mesh shorts. They rip. Get in there. And I'm a quick.
And
fuck.
I'm the gay one?
I'm a quick fuck, dude. You don't have to look at it.
I'm not into sounding. I'll pass.
No, I had a dream that you and I were doing like a talk show on like channel 13. And I had said something so overtly offensive that you got fucking so tight. And then it was just like a documentary. Like we were shooting you from the back, and you were in front of a mirror, and you were just putting on makeup. You know, and you were so fucking depressed that and then you could hear it. Oh, make me over. Oh, good times.
Oh my God.
No, but I needed Raptor as a co-host because I very much found out that doing a podcast by my lonesome.
Call the bullshit beacon.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. it's like I was only trying to entertain myself. It's like saying things to entertain myself.
You're good at that, though.
I know.
But all he would talk about is the weather and Trump.
Well, speaking of the weather, Weathercast is back. It's back to dump some fucking snow in the cold region.
Yeah, it is.
And I got to be at work on Monday at 4:00 in the morning. That's not going to go well.
I got to be at work at 6 o'clock. It's Monday morning.
And I have no time off left to use. Oh, yeah, you're a third shifter.
Yeah.
We did that once.
Yeah.
6 years ago. Like 6 years of it. Yeah. It ain't cute. Oh, that tasted like hope.
This is the gas cast.
Yo, it ain't an episode of Inside You without one of Raptor's crispy burps.
It really isn't.
You get when she worked at the place that shall not be named with when she was working there with me, you could tell where she was in the store if the store was quiet.
Yeah,
you
really could.
It would just be like this, just like the Walmart radio, and then just like.
Why is it so wet?
Usually they're dry, but I can't affect that. I got a little moisture in my mouth, and yeah, it's like it's like a chest burster. And then there was that Academy toot.
Oh God,
tell him.
that never
I'm
happened.
gonna tell him.
That never happened.
You know what just came to my mind? That fucking Vine. He's like, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I don't care that you broke your elbow. We had to go. So after we had been department managers for a while, they implemented this thing called Academy, where you have to go to another store for training, right?
To do the job that you've been doing for years.
Yeah. But it was fine. They pay you for it.
Yeah.
They pay you your hourly wage plus they give you a debit card that they put extra money on, like a per diem, which was fine. We were on our lunch break because we went together, which was not smart.
No, it wasn't.
Together.
No, it
Because
wasn't.
the person that they sent with us is the person that we hate the most in that store.
Yep.
And we call her Windburn because she looks like she's constantly caught in a wind tunnel.
Yes.
Red cheeks, hair always back into the left, like JFK.
And dry and frizzy and just it's. Yeah.
She is my Lex Luthor. Her and Mikey.
Yeah.
For sure. I'll tell you about him off the air. He smells like a dumpster fire full of babies.
We're not off the air yet.
I know, but I talked about him in length last week.
Yeah, you did.
So it's fine.
Get the babies from your van.
Who's to say they're babies? It's 101 bald capuchin monkeys. And they're all named George. Like George Foreman names all his kids George, even other women.
It's like Georgette, some credit.
I will not give him any credit. I'm going to at least bust at his ass.
He made a sweet grill, though.
Of which I have not used yet, by the way. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't had like an occasion to use it. Her Gram that I love so much, who called me filthy.
Yeah, she did. The first time she met him.
She passed a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And she texts me the one day, she goes, "You want a bunch of shit?" I'm like, fucking A. Because I always know with Raptor's gonna be good shit. She brings to work boxes full of pots and pans and Tupperware from the 70s. I'm like, this is a gold mine.
Utensils, everything.
An entire set of springform pans that I probably made cheesecake out of. A metal bowl set that the first thing I did was make a mess of pancakes. And a George Foreman grill.
Yep.
And I've always wanted one, but I didn't use it. And then I was over Brenda's a couple weeks ago trying to fix her furnace. Why I'm qualified to fix the furnace, I'll never know, but I fixed it actually.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm looking up, and I was like, "Is that a fucking George Foreman grill?" She's like, "Yeah, you want it?" I was like, No, I have one. I haven't used it yet. I'm so sorry. What was I getting at? I lost it.
Academy toots.
So we went.
That never happened.
It did happen. So we were on a lunch break. There was a barbecue joint in the mini mall that the Walmart was in. and we went and ate. And then we get out, and we're going to the steep little. This is a little grassy incline.
Sorry. So
No, you shut the fuck up.
to walk up there, you just had to walk up just like a little like grassy incline, and then it was just the rest of the parking lot because there's a bunch of shops. So we are walking back towards the grassy incline to go back.
Yeah. So she drops to a knee.
That never happened.
And goes, "Oh God." No. Raptor and I have been friends.
Was it a little muddy out there that day?
I'd say. Raptor and I have been friends for a hot minute. We've gone on excursions together. We've gone to see movies together. Never have I gotten the unmitigated gall of you clapping your fucking ass cheeks in front of me and then acting like it didn't even happen. I fucking dropped to both knees laughing because I couldn't stop. I had never heard it before. And that's the fucking sound it made. And we were outside, and I heard it. We were outside, and in the middle of a parking lot, it close enough, like far enough away from buildings that it should not have echoed, and it echoed.
This never happened.
Yes, the fuck it did, because we got back to the front of the building, and there are other people who were going there, like in training, and I'm losing my shit. No, wait, I'm laughing like I just farted in the bathtub. Like I'm like a retard, like and like I'm losing my shit, just short of throwing up. And these people are looking at me like, what the fuck just happened? And I'm like, Raptor farted. And they're looking at me like, that's it? That's what's so funny? And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I just kept
It
like
never
an
happened.
onboard motor, just kind of. I bring it up every once in a while to add a little closure to our relationship.
Yeah, he does.
The closure meaning the end of the relationship.
How we are still friends this long, I will never know.
There was no little squeak. But, like if I could describe it, like she was just walking and then she stops and just like kind of like a half.
Apparently, I lifted a leg.
No, it was a half Tebow, and it was like, and then she just started strutting again, and I lost it because I'm like, how do you fucking walk after that? Did you shit? I'm on all fours on the ground, losing it so hard that I farted. Like, and then we still had half a day of training left. It was another 4 hours, 4.5, 5 hours. So I'm there and I'm trying to take notes, and I'm just like, if I think about it, it's gonna come back. No. But in my head, like the boat that tore Jason Voorhees' mask off.
This never happened.
All right, the way I tell it, the way I tell it's a little more grand, but no, it did happen. So you work third shift, I hear. Take the mic, please.
Oh my god.
So then your trainer walked in. He was like, "Did anyone hear that truck with the Jake brake going by?"
Right here. Was that the same training that we went to? We had to take iPad videos, and I
Yes.
and I did the. Was it Mickey or Elmo?
Mickey.
Oh, yeah. We had to do. They gave us all iPads. We had to break off into teams, and we had to describe like the process of retail of picking something out, purchasing it. Yeah, it was fucking weird.
Yeah.
So I grabbed the stuffed Mickey Mouse off the fucking the counter, and I'm like, oh boy, through the entire video. All eyes were on me.
I wonder if he still uses that.
Yeah, because I had to sign a consent form I had to sign a consent form that said they were going to use it in future training videos.
Oh my
Yeah. Like, I like, there was a long tracking shot of Mickey walking down the Walmart fucking store.
Yeah,
And
there
he's-
was.
And I'm talking to people that aren't there, like, hi, Goofy. And like, no one else was in the video. Like, Mickey had to go and buy something. So you were the cashier.
Yeah.
And then there was another girl that was like, Mickey was looking for jammies, for pajamas. Like, did these come in a men's size small? And no one could fucking keep their shit together. Good times. Well, it's a roundabout way of saying that Raptor's got IBS.
One time, dude.
One time lasts a lifetime, pal. God damn it. You know, it's because I'm testing for another position this week. And if I get it, I'm gonna have to go back to the scene of the crime.
Yeah.
So
Not that one, though.
which one was the Academy Toots? Was that was
State College.
That was State College. Okay, yeah. Well, in any case, I'm just gonna think about it. Like, William Thickman here in my head, just like distant sounds of Normandy Beach and
He's having flashbacks.
Normandy was World War II.
That face.
You're picking straws here, Bill. They're in the trees. There's Charlie everywhere. Should we wrap it up? I feel like we've gone on too far.
We're at hour 41 right now.
No way. And the ads are going to make it longer. Oh,
Yes.
no.
Yeah, they are.
My stomach hurts from laughing. And I have another podcast to do tomorrow. This is not going to end well. Oh, well, I guess I'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. And then, quite separately, wrap it up. I can't have you coming in my asshole. Because then I will have Academy Toots. Wet Academy Toots.
Oh.
So, Nate shit his bed once.
God damn it.
You don't think I call your shit out?
It was one time.
The name of the show is Inside You.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was outside of me.
It was. Well, it went from inside you to outside you onto your sheets. I called Nate the one day. Said, "Hey, we do anything?" He goes, "No, not feeling well." Then the next day goes by. I don't hear from him, which worries me because I always heard from Nate. Next day he calls me. He calls me and he goes, "All right, what are we doing?" I'm like, "You feeling good?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't want to talk about it." I'm like, "Excuse me?" He goes, "Yeah, I don't want to talk about it." I'm like, "Talk about what?" He goes, "I shit my bed." I'm like, "What?" I was like, "I can't hear you." He's like, "I shit my bed." I was like, again, I'm a little hard of hearing in my left ear. He goes, "I fucking shit my bed." Like, on purpose? He's like, "No, you douche. I'm fucking sick." Like that time on Friends where Ross shit his bed. You anti-friender.
I am.
What's your problem with Friends?
Fuck Friends.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't like Friends. It's not funny. Seinfeld's better.
Oh. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Hold on.
We can keep going all day.
I know we can.
I don't know enough about Seinfeld to pass judgment on it.
Learn more.
What's that?
Learn more.
Learn.
Study it.
I'm not a big studier of sitcoms. I only quick and quote Friends because I've seen it more than once, or like 4 times.
Sounds like studying to me.
Well, as we all know here, I'm not a big studier. I did not finish high school. I finished high. You know what? You want to know how many credits I dropped out with? Can you guess?
Less than all of them.
Come on, a real number. I'll tell you the real number if you give a sturdy guess.
I genuinely don't even remember how many credits it takes to pass high school.
24.
So you had, it was junior year?
Midway through junior year, yeah.
So then you had, what, like 16?
Negative. Guess.
Negative 16.
No.
12?
3.5.
How did you get to?
I did not do well in a public setting.
You're on that Stevie G shit.
I was on that Twinkie shit. I was on the let's eat everything in the fridge. Let's dig just the meat out of a lasagna. Not even all of it. Just dig out the meat and put it on a bagel.
Scrape the meat layers off of the lasagna.
Yeah, peel the fucking shit back. Put all the meat on a bagel. Eat it like a giant fucking lasagna meat bagel sandwich.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I was 410 pounds when I left high school. I did not do well.
I was 402 6 months ago.
Yeah, you look svelte. Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome. We both lost weight. We both lost over 100 pounds. Which there should be. Do we have a club? We have a club for the other thing.
We just started it.
We just started a club last night that we're not going to talk about on the air. Me, you, and Bauer.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that on the air. No. Well, I'll tell you about it after.
Okay.
But we're going to start having meetings. We get chips every 6 months. For every month that we don't talk about it. No, I didn't. I got beat up. I got smacked around. High school was not a good look for me. So I did what any self-respecting fat boy would do. I left. I left. So yeah, 3.5. I gotta say though, out of the entire graduating class, of which there was 70, Filer corrected us last night. 76.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Because you were one at the top of the class, right? You, Tessator.
Top of a class of 70. That's
Saying something. Y'all were pretty fucking smart. You, Tessator, the she who will not be named, my wife, Eric, fucking Kate. Kate was there.
Megan Matika was there.
Matika was there too. Yeah, you know what the worst feeling in the world is, Raptor? Going to the graduation ceremony that you should be graduating at, and I'm sitting there like, this is nice. Yeah, I should be up there. Well, I'm fucking pulling jacket snacks out of my jacket. Like loose cashews and fucking sucking candies and shit. And I'm just like, yeah, this is fucking great. And then my mother's like, you should be up there. I'm like, oh, fucking fuck you. Go fuck yourself. You got pregnant before you were married, you stupid bitch.
What is this, 1953?
Well, when you're as devout as a Christian as you're supposed to be, as you are,
As you purport yourself to be.
fucking A. And then your excuse is, it's okay, we're married now. So I just followed suit and knocked Stacey up, and then we got married.
He platooned.
I did Platoon. You ever see the cover of Platoon?
Yeah.
I did that with the night Stacey went into labor with Sophie.
She's in labor!
I took off down Path Electronics, so we were working nights. I got the phone call on my little tub toy phone.
Yes.
I took off, dropped the powder chemical on my foot.
Yeah.
Then took off, and then almost took out a display of electronics, and then just slid on my knees. Yeah, she's in labor. Punchline, she wasn't in labor. What had happened was her water broke a little bit. She called me. She says, I'm coming to get you. I said, okay. Then she decided to drive herself up there to pick me up 2 hours later.
Did you just sit there on your knees the entire time waiting?
No. I ended up. I went and bought a handful of candy bars and just sat out in the parking lot and just ate them one by one, waiting for her. Like, yep, this is exciting. My child is on the way. I made myself look like an ass for nothing. Ooh, candy.
I'm actually surprised that you're admitting that you did Platoon, because you argued for the longest time. I did not do that.
I didn't want to make it look like an ass, but out of all the things that I've done that have been quite embarrassing, that's the least embarrassing thing. Like the time that you Irish whipped me into the display at Walmart. You fucking whipped me into toys, into an end cap. Oh, good times. What was that Academy toot like again, Raptor?
The one that never happened?
Ooh, there was more bass in that one.
Swags is like losing her shit right now.
I hope so. So you like our podcast?
Yeah. Super glad to be here.
Disappointment face abounding.
I'm glad no one listens to this.
Yo, we have listeners in Ireland. I will have you know. We were number 74 in Kazakhstan.
Yes, we
I'm
were.
not kidding. I got
really
an
were.
update on my phone that says, "Hey, you're number 74 in Kazakhstan." So in my mind, I'm going, "Very nice. How much?" You'll never get this. You'll never get this. Boo boo, or whatever the fuck it said. Like sleeve of wizard. That's what I'm like. That's what I'm thinking of. Like, I can, because I know two things about Kazakhstan. One, that's where Borat lives, and two, that's where apples come from.
You just dropped the 75 in Kazakhstan.
Well, oddly enough, we just switched hosting providers, so we dropped off Kazakhstan completely. But yeah, for a hot minute, we were the hottest fucking thing going in Kazakhstan. They were laughing, fucking. We were making fart jokes, and they're just laughing their asses off. You'll never get this,
Silly Americans.
silly, those stupid fucking Americans. I'm sorry, that's the funniest thing I've ever done. How much, sir? $6.99. I'll give you 5. It's all right, man. It's all right, man. Oh. My teeth hurt from laughing so hard. Oh, my God. All right. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. I think it's about that time. What are we at? Hour 50?
Hour 52.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we got to wrap that up. Oh, well, that. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. Stop that. You're like a 5-year-old. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up. All right. If you're going to put it in my face, put it in my mouth. I got very sharp incisors, man. Salves and creams. Make that feel better. Oh, I just thought of a story that you don't know about. But I'm going to tell you off the air because I don't. She's actually a really sweet girl. I'm not going to out her like that. You know. I know you know.
I probably do.
Bone.
Oh, yeah,
But
that one.
not that time. So we're going to wrap it up. Nate, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah,
Yes, thank you.
You got to come back, man.
Yeah, I'll be back, definitely.
Just lost all train of thought. Oh, Nate and I haven't seen each other in, as of last night, a couple years. Last time I saw you with Filer at Walmart, just passing through.
Yeah.
But no, I missed you, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah, please come back. And so if you don't know now, you know, go to InsideYouPodcast.com. You can listen to us there. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Something starts with a D. I just got an update. We were available.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, we're already on Spotify.
I want to say Donger, but I know that's not the app name. But Podcast Addict, which is I use that app. That's a nice app. Castbox, anywhere you find your podcast, there we be. And InsideYouPodcast.com/podcast. We're there all the time. And I forgot we're on every Tuesday at 1 p.m. We're on Coming Right Up.
Yeah, we are.
Which our RSS feed changed, so now we're not.
Oh,
I really should email them.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, Tyler. We'll get right on that. But yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, ICQ, MSN, Zoosk,
AOL,
and AOL Instant.
Yes.
Remember that? And our ICQ is Inside You 69. If you want some sweet fucking merch, go to InsideYouPodcast69.rageon.com. Is that it?
yeah.
Yep, you go there to get your merch. And anything else?
I don't
Email
think
us
so.
inside you with Bill and Raptor at yahoo.com, or then quite separately, put us inside you at gmail.com. You see what I did there? I fucking love this. All right, for Inside You, I'm Bill.
Raptor.
And Nate.
And we're pulling out. Good night.